Hello everyone and welcome to NETCRYPTO, where you get important information and news about all coins and tokens of interest. And today we are taking a look at Solaxy, right? So this is a massive scam, right? Coming from the same scammers who have scammed a multitude of scams that I've been covering on the channel for over 2 years. This is the list here that I have of the scams that I've covered just from these scammers alone, right? And the list is ×3 what we have here, because this is only what I have covered. So the purpose of this video, as you saw in the thumbnail, tricks, scammy tricks, all the scam tricks, right? We're going to be exposing all the scam tricks so that you can avoid them, right? Since now we know the launch day, which will be the 23rd of June, right, 2 p.m. UTC. If you don't know what is 2 p.m. UTC, due to your jurisdiction, just go on Google, check what is my current time in UTC, and then you'll be able to do the calculation, right? So 2 p.m. UTC on the 23rd of June, that's when this scam is going to be launching, Solaxy, right? So let's jump straight into the content. So we are now on stage 5. Stage 5 will be taking place on the 23rd, as we've just said, 23rd of June, right? So let's jump straight into all the scam tricks, right? Scam tricks. So basically the first scam trick that you need to be aware of is the claim and stake button, right? So this is a little trick that the scammers do. So everyone is eager. You've been waiting for months, right? You've put your money into this Solaxy and the claim day has come, launch day has come. You did the right thing. You didn't stake your tokens. But the scammers are still out there to get you with the little trick called claim and stake. So it's a button. It's the big button right there. That's the first button you're going to see, right? And they want you to click that button, right? They want you to just focus on the word claim, but not on the word stake, right? So what basically means when you see this button, it means once you click it, you have claimed, but you've also staked, right? So essentially you're just staking. So basically not staking during the pre-sale did not help you, because now you're now staked and you only be able to unstake after 7 days. So that's the first trick. Claim and stake button, avoid it. Don't click it, right? The second thing is blocking, right? Now, this is out of your control, right? So what do we mean by blocking, right? So let's go into the scamonomics. So in the scamonomics, when you bought into the pre-sale, right, you were here as a pre-sale buyer into Solaxy, there are two journeys, right? One journey is you have not staked, right? And the other journey is you have staked. So if you have not staked, you should be able to just go and claim and sell. Right there on the 23rd of June, 2 p.m. UTC, you should be able to claim and sell. But unfortunately, there are a lot of people who are blocked, right? I'm going to be actually advising exactly how the blocking actually works, right? On the 23rd, I'll do a video close to the 23rd of how the blocking actually takes place, but you're going to be blocked, right? Some people are going to be blocked, right? They use the 80-20 rule, right? It's called it's a front-end UI block. So it's right there on the web browser. The moment you connect your wallet, they already identified, this wallet, we don't want this person to be able to claim their tokens, right? Because they've blocked them. They use the 80-20 rule. So you're going to see confusing statements, because if this thing actually goes to stage 6, which is the artificial pump, right? Artificial pump, and then you haven't staked, you haven't clicked the claim and stake button, but you're still not able to claim your tokens, and you wonder what's going on. The button is just unresponsive. It's doing nothing, right? It's because you are blocked, right? But don't jump to just saying, okay, to concluding that you are blocked. What I would just advise you to do, use a browser, wallet, clear your cookies, do all those things. Try to fix the problem technically as much as you can. Investing in crypto, you have to have a bit of technicality in there. And if you still did everything and you are still not able to actually claim your tokens, and also importing the contract address into your wallet, very important. A lot of people miss that step, right? You need to import the contract address into your wallet, especially if you're using other wallets. If you're using Best Wallet, that's also another issue, right? That's another issue. If you're using Best Wallet, do not use Best Wallet. Best Wallet is a scam wallet, right? It's a scam. It's a wallet from the scammers. If you're going to be saying you claim your tokens and then after that you're done with it, okay, use other wallets. There's Phantom, there's Trust Wallet, there's also MetaMask Wallet. I use all three. I use Trust Wallet, I use Phantom, I use MetaMask Wallets. I've never had any issues with them, right? So that's one of the issues right there, which is blocking, right? Try to troubleshoot everything that you can. So you're going to be seeing a confusing statement because some people will say, I've managed to make a 2x or a 3x, right? Unfortunately, they use the 80-20 rule. So basically what that means is 80% of the people who bought in the pre-sale have actually contributed, right, a huge number of the money that went into the pre-sale. I believe now they've passed the $50 million dollar mark. So a huge amount of that $50 mark is actually coming from the people who have actually bought from just 20%. Right, those are the big whales we have put the big. I think if I'm not mistaken, the latest stats that I've put from the blockchain, I think the biggest investor so far has spent about 400,000 US dollars, right? Followed by an investor who spent 200,000, right? So the top 50 investors each is invested over 10,000 on average, right? So 20% have got actually 80% of the liquidity in the pre-sale. So what the scammers do is they will allow only 20%, right, of the big whales who have invested to be able to withdraw, right, to be able to withdraw to claim and to sell, but the 80% will be blocked, right? Likewise, the smaller investors, right, we're talking about the shrimp and the fish, they will allow 80% to be able to withdraw and to claim and block 20%. Right? So this is to balance it out. So you're going to see a huge number of investors saying, I've made a 2x or a 3x, right? And that voice is going to be their voices of this huge number is going to be thwarting the voices of the 20% massive whales who've bought into this, right? So that's one of the things right there that's how the blocking from these scammers, how it works, right? How it works. So, and then now there's also forced staking. But before we jump into forced staking, like I just want to also just highlight something. A lot of you do ask to say, okay, NETCRYPTO, where are the legit tokens that you can invest into? What I encourage you to do is to join the NETCRYPTO membership, right? Join the NETCRYPTO membership, right? And if you just check here on the links on the channel, if you go into the channel, right, you'll be able to see all these links here, right? So you have the join membership link here. You can click that link to join the membership, right? And once you join the membership, you're going to get access, right, to the members only videos, right, where I also I post videos about meme tokens, right, that can potentially 100x, right, but most definitely do a 2x in some instances. This is not financial advice, like just my personal opinion. There's some strategies that we share in there. For example, this video right here, it's a review of a token, a meme token that I actually highlighted to the channel members in episode 11, right? And in episode 11, this is 2 months ago, and you see this is 3 days ago. This meme token is sitting at 100x, right? So it's sitting at a 2x rather, right? It's sitting at a 2x, which means that if you put 1,000, you're sitting at 2,000. If you put 100,000, you're sitting at 200,000, right? These are tokens out there on the market. They're not my tokens, right? I just analyze multiple tokens and I shortlist meme tokens. We're going to have a meme token list of between 30 to 50 tokens. And one of them, we know that one of them is going to reach that 100x, that 1,000x. Right? So you can consider joining the NETCRYPTO membership, right? And you also get access to my email where you can as well ask me if you have any queries, right? Or also you want to ask for reviews, right? Reviews can only be done on the channel through request by channel members. So that's another perk of joining the membership. And there are tons as well of other perks of being in the channel membership. So you have the 2x challenge, right? And also the other strategies that we have in there. So now let's go back to our scam tricks, right? So trick number 3 is forced staking, right? I haven't seen forced staking lately, right? The last time I saw forced staking was in Scotty AI, I believe, right? And forced staking basically means that you have not staked, and then the scammers, they force stake you, and then they gaslight you, right? So basically, what happens there is you still are unable to claim your tokens, and then they say you must have staked, right? So you don't believe. Which button did you click when you bought? So they gaslight you, like you must have staked, right? So that's gaslighting. When you bought, do you remember which button you clicked, right? For that particular scam, they had like a staking period of like 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. So a lot of people were put on 180 days. So that was forced staking, right? And when you ask, they gaslight you to say you are the one who did it when you bought, right? And then, of course, the ubiquitous 7 days lock. So obviously, the 7 days lock, right, has to do, if you look at our scamonomics, everyone who's staked, you have to wait for 7 days, right? And the scammers can actually push you to this 7 days lock. It's possible they can push you there even though you have not staked. They can do that, right? And also, outside of these scammers, be careful of scam vouchers. So scam vouchers are those people pretending to be admins in Telegram, right? All over the place, X, Telegram, Twitter. I can help you. I'm coming from the support team of Solaxy. I can help you and all that. They have nothing to do with the project. They are vouchers. They just want to scam you. They'll clean out your wallet, right? Do not engage with anyone, right, who calls themselves an admin or whatever, right? They are just scammers, right, who are even outside of the project. If you give your seed phrase to these guys, they are going to clean your wallet, right? So the main thing that you need to worry to be careful about here is the claim and stake button, right? This is in your control, right? But the blocking, unfortunately, the blocking is not in your control. Forced staking is not in your control. The 7 days lock, if you haven't staked, right, it is in your control, but in some instances, they actually can force people to be staked, right? And forced staking is not in your control. So these are some of the things that I just thought I should highlight, right, to just keep in mind, right? For those who are channel members, if you have any question, drop me an email, right? You got the emails. I do get some members. Where is the email, right? So when you join the membership, you have a pop-up, the welcome message. It contains all the details about the membership as well as my email, right? You can get it there. Right, okay. So this is what I wanted to just share with you, right? So stay calm, join the NETCRYPTO membership, right? So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one or in the membership section.